Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2020, episode number 31. Middle of January now, and here's where we stand as a team. First off, we're 27-12, so with a little bit of work off camera, I think we were 3-3 in 6 games over the last couple weeks, so not a great stretch for us. Probably the weakest of the entire season, but 3-3, really. I mean, that's not that bad. But here's how we are in the team rankings. Points, second in the league, behind Atlanta. Assists, okay, but rebounds is 5th. Steals is 8th. We are 6th in field goal percentage, but we lead the league in 3-point percentage. Offensive rating, the 113.9, is 2nd overall. Defensive rating is middle of the pack, but our net rating is 1st. So we have got a really, really good offense and a good enough defense in our current setup, and leading the league in a couple areas, especially the net rating, is what has us in a pretty strong position right now. Now, with only 2 weeks to go, or 3 weeks to go until the trade deadline, it is time that we're going to start to see teams ready to give up some players. And unlike in previous seasons where I've always been trying to build towards the future, well, we're almost there. We're really almost there. We're so close. It's really just one good small forward away from being an actual contender. So we have some pieces that we could move. We just need a viable trade partner who's actually ready to make a move, because we did try to do something a month and a half ago. We nearly had a deal in place with the Clippers for Kawhi Leonard, but we just couldn't get them to commit to it, and we probably weren't actually even really very close. They were very much pulling the same line every time, as we are now 28-12. So we did rebound from those few losses with some wins, and we go into a game against the Raptors that very much favors us. So as things stand, you can see how strong we are compared to some of the teams out there. Statistically, we are in such a good place. And at this point in the season, Fox is about an 18 on the pie chart, and so is Walker. I mean, those guys are neck and neck on contribution. Harrison Barnes, of all things, is still doing quite well. Well, no, he's not. 9.3, 12.4, 13. Yeah, that's that one position. If he was a backup, we'd be so much better off. So, we're going to see what we can do. This is the first time, I think, since the very beginning of the season that we've actually been healthy throughout. I only have a couple of expiring contracts, and maybe I need to look at trading Barnes. I don't want to trade Barnes, but he is 30. He is in the last year of his contract, and at 2.5 stars, right? I mean, if he's involved in the deal to get us a small forward, I think I'm okay with that. It only leaves me 4 post players, but Zach Collins absolutely can play the 4 as a backup. And again, if we can get a significant upgrade, with a Buddy Hield or a Malik Beasley with Barnes, I think it's going to be worth it. Like I said, we're just kind of that 1 or 2 pieces away, and those guys aren't significant in that. I think I need to look at the standings first. Who is the bottom of the league? It would be nice if it showed there. Who's rebuilding and whatnot, and what their philosophy is. Let's look at the whole league. And so it's the Raptors, the newbies, and the Bucks are really struggling. Raptors, Bucks, and the newbies. I don't think the newbies really have anybody to trade, so let's start there. That's the easy thing. Do they have anybody worth grabbing? No. And the Aces, Cole Williams, they look a little better, but no. Okay, so it's the Raptors and the Bucks. Siakam. Okay, no. And how about the Bucks? Giannis. Not looking to trade him. And not anybody else. Chris Middleton. Yeah, I don't know about that. 3 stars. 38 mil. I mean, he's making more than Giannis. Really? Alright. Well, that eats up those first options. Let's pick out a few more teams here. Charlotte, Boston, and Orlando. Charlotte, Boston, Orlando. Why are they so bad? Boston. Tatum. Jason Tatum. Alright, tell me more. Side. Good scorer. Dang, Kemba Walker's a 94. His scoring, put him behind our top 2 guys, but he put up good numbers. Passing, handling. Defense, 84. Alright, who's he replacing? It's Barnes. Barnes' defense is a 65. Got to compare him kind of directly with Barnes. Yeah, and see he's better at everything. He's better in every way. So Tatum is better than Barnes in literally every single capacity. So Tatum, multi-year deal. It's a lot of money. But he's actually making less than Barnes. Let's put Barnes in the deal. And healed. Not salary cap legal at the moment. How could we make it that? Jaylen Brown. Yeah, he's the money you got to get rid of. It's got to be Jaylen Brown coming back, which means again we're overstacking the shooting guard position. So that means Beasley. Can you add Beasley to the deal without messing up the money? You can. And can we throw in picks? No. Okay, we're getting that double negative, meaning they're so not working with us on this. And if you got Barnes, Healed, and Beasley, and 2 first-round picks, and they don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, then there's no combination we're going to get to make this one work. Let's see, who was the third team? The Bucks? No, we already looked at the Bucks. Orlando. Vucevic. Yeah. And nothing else. Okay, back to the drawing board. in a week. Win against Toronto. Walker, Bagley, both 25 plus. One of the things that's helping us get a lot of wins is we have fairly balanced scoring. Meaning if you have a bad day from one guy, you're going to get a good day from somebody else. Here, we only got one guy with a decent day, and it wasn't enough. But having multiple threats to score points means if one guy is having a bad day, somebody else can step up in their place. But here again, Walker has a big day. Nobody else kind of puts up the numbers, and we end up coming up short in a couple games. All right, we're starting to get close to the transfer deadline. All right, Houston and San Antonio. Boston on a nice little win streak for them, 4 straight. So Houston, San Antonio, Minnesota. Da, 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 da. I'm recording this a week ahead of time. I record in bunches, and I just saw it on ESPN on their webpage this morning that Towns' mother passed away of the coronavirus. Unfortunate. For them, San Antonio. Rosen, Murray. There really just aren't that many good small forwards in the league. Wow, Aldridge down to a 2.5 star. Dang. Come back to Portland. Life was much better for you. San Antonio has mishandled you the entire time they've been there. Okay, I think we're just about to that point where we're going to kind of start looking one by one and see who has Hachimura 3.5 stars and only making 6 mil. I think that's somebody we might be able to get enough of a package together for. Okay, scoring 18 a game. 60% from the field for a small forward. 43% from 3. That's somebody who fits into our squad perfectly. Yeah, excellent field goal shooter. Good on the scoring. Handling's there, the rebounding's there, defense. Okay, this is where he drops off from what we were just looking at with Tatum. But steals are good. Blocks are up there. And it's still better than Barnes' defense. But we're not looking at a major upgrade. Better rebounder. And far more efficient at scoring, and will definitely score more points. He's going to get a lot more steals. So it's still an upgrade, but this is not like a throw the bus at it to get him signed. This is if we can get a deal, we take it, especially somebody who belongs at the position. I'm sure he's already at the potential, or just about. Defense will get it slightly better. Not fully developed. It's only 24. He's in the last year of his contract, so he is going to want to sign right away, and that's okay. The only thing is it's going to be hard to throw something at them Unless they want to give up like John Wall because he's making $46 million. I wonder if they want to do that. They might. They have got a ton of expiring contracts. I have a feeling they are trying to go for the mother lode and go for free agents in the off season, and they only have one long-term deal on the entire roster right now. I'm going to try to throw in John Wall. So we're looking at $50 million is what we need. Now, Barnes is that first obvious one. It's the expiring contract that they're looking for. And I'm going to throw in Torrey Craig at this point. He'll be the first one to make way if need be. And we go back to Buddy Hield. Salary cap legal already. But we still have advantage. So we've got to sweeten this up a little bit. And how do we do that? Well, we got to sweeten it up a bit more than a little bit, don't we? Maybe a Malik Beasley? No. Schofield? No. Briscoe? Yeah, I didn't think you'd be interested there either. Okay, first rounder and a first rounder. And then we go back and try again on a Beasley. I'm already there. I can count. I can count. Okay, how about now? Beasley. No, can't do enough. They actually like John Wall despite the money here. So back to the drawing board. Take that off of there. And now all of a sudden, how do we get the money? Do you have any bad expiring contracts that you want to give up? Or not expiring? You've got Will the Thrill. That's not a bad contract. Kenrick Williams, maybe. Okay, so we're at 16 mil. So let's take Barnes out of there because I like Barnes. All right, money's good, but we still have advantage even with 2 first rounders in there. Throw back in the expiring contract? No. Throw in second rounder. 3 first rounders. Okay, no. Any amount of money we throw in here is just gonna ruin the deal. Meaning Washington, not happening. Alright. We go a week forward. Could only spend so long digging around. Ouch. Another loss. We're 5 and 6 or something like that in the last 11. This is definitely the time to make a move. Just a handful of days till the trade deadline now. Getting close. Alert. Yeah, there you go. Trying. I am trying. Believe me. Let's see, we already got there. Utah. Nothing. Borland. James Rowe. It's only 6 points a game. So what is he doing so well that has him as a 3.5-star talent? Okay, so okay, that's why he's not scoring. Is he a rookie? Why is he a 3.5 star talent? What about him here says 3.5 stars already? Can score. Can rebound really well. Can defend a lot better than he is. Okay, James Rowe, tell me about yourself. 24 years old. He's not a rookie. Still got 2 years on the deal. That's somebody that they're gonna like because they've got him signed for more than 1 year and he's good. And he's really not that great. I don't see why he's a 3.5 star rating. Looks more like a 2.5 star, maybe 3 to me. I don't quite see how he's 3.5 stars. Money wise, that's gonna be tough. What can we do to get someone like this? I mean, Buddy Hield, not salary cap legal, and they're not interested. So Beasley, much closer in the money, not close enough. So we need a bad deal. We need a garbage deal. Do you want to give up McCollum? I would love to trade Buddy Hield for CJ McCollum. That's salary cap legal. I'm going to put that in there. Gives us a little money to play with still. Alfred Camino, that's a contract you might want to offload. Give it a shot. That's a great defender. Okay, I don't think you have anything else in here that's much unless you're wanting to offload, like, say, Whiteside or Ariza's contract. Throw that in there. Or Lou Williams. You've got some old backups that are making a little too much money, so there is some room for play. Now, what do we need in this deal? We've got about $15 million to play with, plus some. So Barnes, right, like that, already makes this legal. Maybe we don't want to do Barnes. Maybe we want to keep Barnes. So what else is out there? Torrey Craig, expiring contract. Okay. Throw that in there. And then Malik Beasley is already in there. Golly's going to be a 2-star guy. There's a little more money with Schofield. Schofield, maybe. Okay, that makes the money okay. Okay, Torrey Craig, get you out of there. Money's not okay now. So we would need another player. Like Troy Phillips better? No. Don't like Pangoli either. Like Zach Collins? No. Alright, can't make this one happen. Phoenix. Team we used to constantly go after for deals. You have anything to go after? Richardson is 3 stars. Expensive than 29. Would you take... No, we're not going to keep all these things in here. Sorry. No, thank you. Schofield. Advantage them. Kind of liking where this is going. Let's get Beasley out of there. Advantage none. Straight swap, healed for Richardson. I might be able to get on board with this. Let's take a look. Josh Richardson, where are you? 30 minutes. Heald's only getting 15 for us. Current ratings. Richardson. Shoots well enough. Good from free throw. Not a great scorer, but healed is kind of in the same boat there. Scoring is identical. Passing is better. Handling same. Rebounding is roughly same. Definite improvement on defense. A little bit better at stealing. These players are virtually identical. But he's a small forward, and he would fit into the system better. Not quite enough value. I can sweeten that. We got to keep Briscoe. I do have this abundance of guys here. Torrey Craig. Okay. Torrey Craig is apparently a bad contract. Troy Phillips. Advantage stays at none, but even that small amount. So we need one of your bad contracts. Al Horford is a very bad contract. What about Embiid? You'd like to throw in Embiid, right? As a bad contract? No, you don't see him as a bad contract. No way you see him as a bad contract. Kirkamaz. You might see him as a bad contract. No, you don't. Because that pushes advantage us. I think Horford's going to be the one contract you want to move. Yeah, that goes advantage us. Rashawn Holmes stays advantage none. Okay. Okay, so you don't care for Holmes. What about here? Okay, you don't care about either of those. So, that gives us something to work with here. We can do something. Or do you like that already? Very far apart. Okay, so somebody in there you kind of like. But what can I give you in return? We've got Collins. Trading out Holmes. Not that I want to get rid of Collins, but I'd certainly be willing. Oh, you like that, huh? So, Heald and Collins for Josh Richardson, and a couple throwaways. I'll keep that in mind. I will definitely keep that in mind. I'd rather start elsewhere, like here. Okay, again, you don't like Craig. Let's see. Schofield needs advantage you. I think I'd actually rather do Collins than Schofield. He's got the potential. Collins is already developed to where he's going to be. Or Schofield is developed as he's going to be. Shoot, I don't remember. No, Schofield is not done. He's got some potential still. And good defense. And they don't think Collins has good defense. Just the efficient scoring is recognized, but I think we pull the trigger on this. Pretty much a straight swap. We get one cheap contract slash throwaway for two cheap contract slash throwaways, but it's Heald for Richardson and no picks involved. And Heald to me has long since been a throwaway, especially with Patrick Thompson at shooting guard now. I mean, I've been ready to pull the trigger on Heald for ages. Okay, we're going to have to release someone, and that's okay. One of the guys we just picked up. It's done. It's done. We've done it. Let's look. Is this already updated? No. Not yet. As I advance, I'm sure it will. Bull is hurt right now. I have 16 guys. Waters is cheap and expiring on his contract, but I think I need to hang on to Holmes because I just traded away Collins. And I need that fifth post player as a just in case. So Walters, yeah, he's the one to go. So how do I do that? Da-da-da-da. How do I get rid of you? Do it from here. Ah, yes, release player. Let's see how they compare with Briscoe. Better free throw. I don't care that he's a better scorer. Not as good on defense. Briscoe has some potential. Yeah. Okay, Walters, release. He will be responsible for the entire length and current value of the player's contract. If he is cut, you wish to release, name Walters, press accept. There we go. We took your bad contract, we took the money, and we now have Josh Richardson. We have a small forward. Not a great one. He's eventually your number 2 at that position. So, realistically, right, we've talked in the past about the 10, the 2 deep roster that gets you through, pushes you to a championship. And we had a 2 deep at the guards and the post positions, but it was that wing, that small forward, where we were missing both the starter and the number 2 guy. And I was hoping in the draft we at least had our number 2 guy in Pingali, and we don't, right? Maybe, I don't know. Richardson is somewhere between that number 2 and number 1 guy. So he's a solid number 2 option. He's an okay number 1 option. I mean, Willie Cauley-Stein is only a 3-star guy. So it's not like he's fantastic either. This absolutely was a good deal for this team. I think that was one of the best deals that's come across for us in a while. 29-16 now. I am not going to push forward from here. We're going to see this team in action on the next episode. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, especially if you agree with the deal. Leave comments below. If you don't agree with the deal, if you thought that was a bad deal, definitely let me know. Don't dislike the video, but just let me know in the comments. Be safe out there. Have a good one. Bye for now.